All right, y'all, Take Five Sports.
We got
It's Friday
commercials. What
afternoon.
was that?
That was the intro. I mean, we don't have the music today, but that's what that was. That was an intro.
We don't have
I
a
thought we
sponsor
was a,
yet, so we just got to count down.
I thought it was a daytime show for a moment right there.
What is this? The View?
This is the real. This is the sports edition. So welcome back, y'all. It's been a while. We're back today because we are supposed to have a special guest. Hopefully she joins us, but I know she's having a little technical issue right now. But the moment she joins us, then we'll go ahead and interview her.
Real quick, I said I actually prior to the show, but you got the outline, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool.
I got it. But how are y'all doing today?
I am good.
Great. I know you're mad at us. Go ahead and let it out.
Oh, I'm good. I'm just listening to my neighbor and her son fight again for like the millionth time. And I told her ass she needs to stop letting him stay with her, and she continues to allow his ass back, and now they're outside arguing again. I'll be trying to tell her, but you know.
Anyway,
I'm so good. It's game 3. I hope everyone is paying attention to it.
We're paying attention. It's on my TV. Any player or coach guilty of intentional physical contact with an official should automatically be suspended.
And Diana, by that law, Diana Taurasi should be suspended because of her push on the ref. It was pretty blatant. She said that she kind of, I guess, didn't know who was on Sophie Cunningham at the time. I don't know how you mistake a ref for a player, but okay.
In the heat of the moment, in the heat of the moment, that could happen. I mean, I got to see the video. I didn't see it just now.
I don't care because last season, or I think it was this season, they did that to a Sky player, someone who made indirect contact, and it wasn't even as blatant as DT's, but she made contact with the ref, and the ref threw her out the game.
So let me ask you.
Isn't DT the GOAT, though?
Yeah, I was just about to say, and then
I don't care, but
this is the finals.
That's the bigger issue.
This is the finals, though. Do you really want the finals to come down to a player being suspended? She didn't swing on a ref. She didn't hit a ref.
She pushed the ref, like blatant push of the ref.
Do you think she really knew that was a ref?
How do you mistake a ref's?
He's the GOAT. Why would you take out one of your best players on the biggest stage when you're trying to promote the sport? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but that's like
Draymond Green and changed the entire.
Draymond is not the GOAT. He's nowhere near the GOAT. They're not suspending LeBron.
Okay, so based on what you said, Brett, would you be okay if that was LeBron?
I mean, that's the rules, right? You gotta follow.
Would you be okay if that was LeBron?
No. Would I be okay? No. Would I have been okay?
Were you okay with the call last night for the Dodgers?
Hey, go Dodgers.
Yeah, exactly. So when it goes for you cool with it. I mean,
but you know what? No, this is my thing. I love Diana Taurasi. She's one of my favorite players of all time. Would I have been mad had they said, "All right, you're suspended"? Yeah, because it would have changed the entire landscape of the playoffs. Who knows what's going to happen tonight? Because when Diana gets going, obviously she changes the fucking game because they go the way that she, BG, and Sky goes. They go the way of those leaders. So obviously it would have been lesser of a series because I think it would have been easier for the Sky to get past them. And without Diana, this series is done by Sunday.
Yeah, it would have been a dumb move for the WNBA to suspend one of their best players on the biggest stage. Like that would have just been another black eye for sport trying to, build up popularity. Like you don't do that.
It's a conundrum, and that sucks, honestly. But
no, it's not. It's always been that way though. Like star players get star treatment. That's just the way it is. I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is. I mean, star players get star calls. They get more calls than a rookie or a bench player, or that's just the way it's always been.
And they weren't going to do it on the night that she got a trophy for being voted the GOAT of the WNBA.
So let's talk about
for
that.
All of 25 years. So
would you put her as your GOAT?
Let me go first because I know Britt got more to say because he's more intellectual about women's basketball. So for me, no. Obviously, like we were talking, Cheryl Swoops had her own shoe, and there's a bunch of the old school players that came before her. I mean, my personal favorite just from LA is Lisa Leslie. So I mean, but I don't, who knows if anyone will heard the GOAT, but just my own personal favorite would be Lisa Leslie. But like I said, Britt knows more about the history of the WNBA and women's basketball in general, so I'm very curious to hear her.
Before we get into Britt, Brian Burdett said his GOAT will be Cynthia Cooper. Started off the WNBA winning 4 straight titles, wasn't it 4?
4. Houston Comets was a dynasty.
Yeah, so I mean, even though they had a hell of a team with Swoops, what was the point guard that name starts with a P? Pignatelli or something? Perot. Pignatelli. Perot, yeah. And then she died, unfortunately. Yeah, I was about to say she died, unfortunately. And then they had Tina Thompson. So they had a legit, damn near Olympic team starting off the Houston Rockets. My GOAT.
Houston what? Houston Comets.
Houston Rockets.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Comets. My apologies. I didn't mean to do that. I knew it was the Comets, but my mind
you didn't even catch yourself. Yeah, you didn't even catch yourself. You were just like Houston Rockets. And anyways, back when Steve Francis was playing with them, it was a great team. He came off the bench and solidified that.
Kenny the Jet Smith.
Otis Thorpe.
Yeah, when they beat the Orlando Magic in that year in the finals, that was a great.
So Britt, now who is your GOAT?
Cheryl Swoops.
Okay.
Hands down. First jersey I had was Lisa Leslie and Cheryl Swoops. I had Cheryl Swoops' first shoe. I agree with Brian Burdett. You cannot count out Cynthia or Cheryl Swoops, the leaders of that dynasty that was the Comets.
What about Cheryl Miller? Are we just so is this WNBA GOAT or all of basketball GOAT she was awarded?
WNBA
for all 25 years. Okay. For all 25 years. But the reason why people choose Diana Taurasi is, I think that's recency bias, right?
The Olympics,
LeBron.
Who just got into the WNBA, started being fans within the last decade, didn't get to see Cheryl Swoops and Cynthia Cooper and Tina Thompson and all of them. They saw Lisa Leslie here and there. They didn't really see the sparks when it was Tamika Dixon and Delisha Milton-Jones and Rebecca Lobo and Teresa Witherspoon. They didn't get to see none of them. And so when you see in the last 10 years or so, to you, it's going to be Diana. Maya Moore should have been in there. Candace Parker was in there, and that's what the list is made up of. So
I will put Candace before Maya since she bounced.
No.
If
you and I was at those championship games when it was the Lynx Sparks rivalry. Maya Moore and the Lynx, when they had Maya, Lindsay, Simone Augustus, Rebecca Brunson, that team was all world. And I don't think people got to see, because obviously Maya hasn't been playing for 3 years now. So people really, if you just started watching the WNBA, you did not get to see the greatness of Maya from UConn to greatness.
So I don't know if you heard Brandon choke job right there, pause. But he mentioned Diana got the trophy due to LeBron, indicating she's
recency bias.
I was saying when he said recency bias for the GOAT, I was saying LeBron.
I thought you meant it was because, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant LeBron had some weight on him saying she's the GOAT too.
He might have. Like, that's another recency bias. I mean, for him to say that, because then he can make his own argument. He's the GOAT in the men's game, and like forget about MJ, and the same way we forgetting about Cynthia Cooper and Cheryl Swoops in regards to Taurasi. So I mean, yeah, recency bias is a real thing, man. It's a real thing.
So let me ask you this question, Britt. We're currently watching Game 3 of the Chicago Sky and the Phoenix Mercury series tied at 1-1. If somehow Candace Parker lead the Sky to a title over this Mercury team, I don't know who's all on the Sky team. I'm not going to lie to you. But how does that elevate her into the conversation? First year with the Sky, leaving LA. Some say forced out of LA. What would you say?
Legendary. Because I think she already cemented her legend as a Spark. And if she comes to this team, because for those who haven't been watching, you like just started watching during the finals or whatnot, the Sky are a 16-16 team, like 500. And Candace Parker, or last year, the Sky, they were okay. Candace Parker automatically lifted them. Like just her presence, her veteran leadership, and just the way she approaches the game, the way she's like embraced Kalia Copper and turned Kalia Copper into a fucking star. Like it'll just only cement her place among like the greats.
I mean, Brian Burdett said her status doesn't change. She's already legendary. I hear that, but when you change teams and win a chip with a different team, that elevates you to a different level.
It's just like LeBron, right? He went.
It's different. Yeah, it's different from when you change teams. It puts you in a different category that other other greats haven't done. So yeah, that puts her on a different tier.
Right, because it takes it from team to individual, right? Like I left the Sparks where we won, and then I came to the Sky. And we won.
Right. And would that be Chicago's first title?
Mm-hmm.
And it would be the very first year she's with the Sky. It's not like year 2, year 3 where they're bringing in more players. It was like, boom, Sky.
No, I'm saying, would that be the Chicago Sky's first championship?
And this is literally the same team for the most part that they've had. And so you just added Candace to what they already had, and that was the piece that elevated you to this.
Well, just FYI, unfortunately, we lost Shannon today because of internet issues. So we will bring her on Tuesday. I'm going to go to Dame house so we can do the show again on Tuesday live from his house. So we can bring tacos and stuff and, turn up. And, it is the Dodgers game 3 AL or NLCS. So we can just watch the game.
So I guess that makes our decision for us, right? Because we're not going then.
Yeah. So we'll be there doing that, watching the game, and we'll see who else Angela will allow to come over from her maternity. So we won't discuss the WNBA in total like we were going to do with Shannon today. So we'll leave that for Tuesday.
All right. Good show, man. We'll see you guys Tuesday, man. Take Fox Sports.
I mean, low key, we're about to watch the game.
I'm about to watch the game.
We're gonna leave in 20 minutes. So this was
just a preview.
Yeah, this is a preview of what's going to come in Tuesday, Brian. Keep those comments coming on Tuesday. We might have you join our cheering section on Tuesday.
All right.
But, this is going to be a real quick show because we did have a special guest, but we'll let Brig get to game 3. She only missed 3 minutes of the game so far, 4 minutes. Good luck to your nephew and his football game or cousin.
Yeah, thank you.
It was. So, we out of here for today.
We out of here. All right. See y'all Tuesday, man.
We'll see y'all Tuesday.
Bye.